On this bumpy beer tasting from Founders Brewing Company out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, I have their Mass Agave. So the Mass Agave is an imperial lime gose style ale brewed with agave aged in tequila barrels. That's the label art. This bottle is about 4.5 months old at the time of this recording, and this comes in at 10% alcohol by volume. So, yep, cool. First time having this. There's been a few other brew tubers that have already had this, and they recommended it. So I am looking forward to drinking it. Let me go ahead and crack it open. Pour it into my tequila glass. So it's building up quite a head there. The color of the head itself is a little bit off white. It's kind of got a yellowish hue to it. Fairly tight bubbles near the bottom, kind of getting larger in the middle and top. Frothy looking head though. The color on the beer itself is not quite that color. It's looking darker on camera, as it always does. It kind of has this strawberry peach, like a strawberry peach type coloration. It's a little bit of an off, I'm going to call it like a dark pink, but it's like an off pink. There's a little bit of like an orangey coloration to it. Okay, enough about talking about the appearance. I need to get better lighting, and then, I don't know, my phone just wants to keep fading in and out. So you get closer and I don't know. Whatever, enough of this shit. The appearance I'm going to give a 6 out of 6 anyways. So let's go ahead in for the aromas now.
Yo voy a cantar esta canción, yo voy a cantar esta canción para mi gente.
Okay, so for the aromas, I'm getting, first off, the agave. Then it goes into that lime. It's pretty potent on both of those fronts there. Tartness coming up with that lime in the nose. There's not a whole heck of a lot going on. I'm not being like picking up on the tequila barrels and stuff. It could be in there. I'm not much of a tequila drinker. I did in the past. Never agreed with me. So, but smells coming off of it are pretty strong, fantastic. I'm gonna give this 10 out of 10 for the aroma. Time for the first swig, so cheers.
Yo voy a cantar esta canción, yo voy a cantar esta canción para mi gente. Con una pasión tan fuerte. Ay, 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 ay. Ahora sigo cantando y sigo gozando. Yo sigo cantando y sigo gozando.
I think I just figured out how to take a screenshot. That's sweet shit. Because I got an Instagram thing now. Bumpy Road Brewery on Instagram or something. I don't know. The flavors in this, I could just be very simple and just tell you this tastes exactly like a margarita, because it does. That was what they're shooting for. But let me just go a little bit more in depth. Getting the agave, tequila booziness, lime coming up after that. There's a slight bit of tartness, and there's a slight hint of salt. It's maybe one of the least salty goses I have had, but yeah, it tastes almost exactly like a margarita. I haven't had a margarita in I don't know. I'd say at least over a decade. But yeah, medium body. This medium carbonation, a little bit of a drying effect, with a little bit of that stickiness kind of getting left in the back portion of the mouth, beginning of the throat there. So this one, just because it just doesn't have a lot of that malt kind of coming through with the tartness on it. It's hardly recognizable to my palate as even being a beer. I know that's kind of what they were going for, so they did a great job, but I'm going to give it an 18 out of 19. I would have just liked a little bit more of a malty type presence in this. Not malty sweetness, but just something that just resembled a beer a little bit more. Just a tad bit. 5 out of 5 for the body, perfectly fine. My overall on this is actually a 10. They did, like I said, exactly I think what they were hoping to do with it. It tastes like a margarita. Repeat that one 10 times over. So I didn't add up my score yet, but that's really, and it's an easy one. Founders Moss Agave Imperial Line Gose Style Ale brewed with agave aged in tequila barrels gets a BuMpY 49 out of 50. This is an excellent beer. And, yeah, I recommend it to anybody that hasn't tried it, especially if you like margaritas. So cheers, everyone, and thank you for watching.